Hello students, in this video let us start exercise 2.2. In the previous video we solved some examples about multiplication of fractions. In this video let us start with the exercise problems. The first question is, which of the drawings A to D show 2 into 1 by 5? So here we have been given certain pictorial depictions of multiplication of fractions and we have to match which of these are represented by these fractions. Now firstly we have 2 into 1 by 5. So that means that the original whole has been divided into 5 units and then you have picked 2 times one of those 5 units. So you have to pick a representation which divides a whole into 5 parts. Also, another easy way to verify your answer is with this whole number. Because it's 2 into, it means that there are 2 individual units. Now let us find this one, D, and as you can see clearly the circle is divided into 5 parts and 2 parts have been chosen. So in the first circle you have chosen 1/5 and in the second one also 1/5. So this one is representing D. Next we have 2 into 1 by 2. This is very easy. We also saw this in the example. This one is representing B. This is because you have 1/2, 2 halves, so 2 halves. Next we have 3 into 2 by 3. Again you have to pick one where the whole has been divided into 3 equal parts and that you can see in A. 1, 2, 3 parts and we have picked 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So 2 by 3 you have picked in each of the holes and then you have repeated it 3 times. So this one is A and 3 times 1 by 4th or 3 times 1/4. Here we have a square and each of the squares 1/4 is chosen. That way we have repeated it 3 times. So this is C. Next, some pictures A to C are given below. Tell which one of them show 3 into half is equal to 3 by 5. This one is similar to the previous problem. Here we have, again, we need to find one where 5 parts have been derived from the whole. This you can see over here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 parts and 1 part has been chosen 3 times. Therefore, 3/5 of the region has been chosen. So this is C. Next we have 2 into 1 by 3. This is equal to 2 by 3. Again, you need to choose one where the whole has been divided into 3 parts and this you can only see in A. Finally, you have this one. So the answer they have converted from an improper fraction into, that's correct, into a mixed fraction. So you see here you have a triangle and the triangle is divided into 4 equal parts. Then you have chosen 3 of them and that you have repeated it 3 times. How many parts of the triangle have you chosen? 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 9. So 9 by 4 can also be written as 2 1 by 4 as shown here. So this is representing picture B. Now let us move on to question 3. Multiply and reduce to lowest form and convert into a mixed fraction. So let us try a couple of these. First one we have 7 into 3 by 5. 7 into 3 by 5, how do we multiply it is, we just need to multiply the numerators and keep the denominator as it is. So the answer to this one is equal to 21 by 5. Let us try it over here so we have more space. Let me just write the question number 1. The question is 7 into 3 by 5. Now, this is the answer. Is it in its lowest form? How do we find out whether a fraction is in lowest form is, you compare the numerator and denominator and check if they have any common factors. Do 5 and 21 have any common factors? They do not have any common factors. Thereby, we can conclude that 21 by 5 is in its lowest form. Now we need to convert this into mixed fraction. How do we convert? You know how to convert it. You have to divide 21 by 5. The answer is going to be 4. The remainder is 1. That goes to the numerator and 5 denominator is copied down as it is. Now let us try one more. We can try question 6. So question 6 again, let's copy it down here. 5 by 2 into 6. So the answer is going to be 5 into 6 by 2 is equal to 30 by 2. Do you think this is in its lowest form? This is not in its lowest form because 2 is a factor of 30. So the answer is 15. Okay, so the answer to this one is 15. Similarly, you can attempt the remaining ones and remember to keep the answer in a mixed fraction format. Here, shade. First one, we need to shade half of circles in box A. So we need to shade half of the circles in box A. How do we shade them is, first find out what is half of the circles. How many circles do we have? We have 3 columns and 4 rows. Therefore, we have 12 circles in total. So in order to shade half of them, we need to shade 6 of them. Let me do that for you. Here we have shaded 6 of the circles. Similarly, let's try second one. 2 by 3 of the triangles in box B. So we need to shade 2/3 of the triangle in box B. For us to do that, we need to first calculate how much is 2/3 of the triangles here. How many triangles are here in total? There are 9 triangles. So therefore, what is 2/3 of 9? We need to multiply 2 by 3 into 9. What is the answer going to be? It is going to be 18 by 3. Is this in its lowest form? No. The final answer in its lowest form is going to be 6. Again, we have to shade 6 of these triangles. I'm just going to put a rectangle around them so you know which ones to shade. You can shade any of the 6 ones. Finally, we have 3 by 5 of the squares in box C. How many squares do we have here? They actually look like rectangles, but that's fine. How many of them do we have here? We have 5 columns and 3 rows. So totally we have 15. And what is 3/5 of 15? I'll just move this here. So we can answer C right here. So we need to find what is 3/5 of 15. How do we do this? We multiply it by 15. And this is going to be 45 by 5, which is nothing but 9. So we need to shade 9 of these rectangles. Again, let me just put a bigger rectangle over them so you know which ones to, how many of them to shade. Next, let us try question 5. Find half of 24 and 46. All these are very easy problems. All you have to do is use the fraction operator of, and how do you do that? You just multiply it. So let me do some of them as an example. This one is just going to be equal to 24 by 2, which is 12. So 1, The first problem of question A in 5 is going to be 12. Similarly, let us try D, the second one of D. We need to find 4/5 of 35. So 4/5 of 35 is nothing but, so how much is this equal to? This is a fairly good time to mention a shortcut to you all. When you find out, as soon as you see this problem, it might occur to you that 5 and 35, they have a factor in common, that is 5. Let's try to understand this better. So here we have the problem 4/5 into 35. The solution to this, the first step would be to multiply the numerator with the whole number and then copy the denominator as it is. So 4 into 35, both of them divided by 5. Before you multiply, if the denominator and the whole number have any factors in common, then you can simplify it then and there itself, and then you will have a smaller number to multiply. This way you can make your job easier. Here we have 5 ones are and 5 sevens are 35. Therefore, this is going to reduce to 28 by 1, which is equal to 28. Instead of you having to multiply 4 with 35, now you can just multiply 4 with 7 and have the answer directly. Next, let us go on to question number 6. Multiply and expressed as mixed fraction. The first question is 3 into 5, 1/5. So the procedure to do this, as you all should recall, is first we need to convert the mixed fraction into an improper fraction. So 5 1/5 becomes 26/5. 5 5s are 25 plus 1 is 26, and keeping the denominator as it is, this equation reduces to 3 into 26/5. Now how do you solve this? You have to multiply the numerator and then copy down the denominator as it is. What is 26 into 3? So it is 78/5. Next, you have to reduce this into, convert this into a mixed fraction, in which case you will get 15 3/5. So this is the answer. Try all these problems one by one and check the solutions with the answers that are provided in the end of the textbook. Since all of these have the same procedure, I will leave these all to you. Next, we have the fraction of multiplication operator. We have to find half of 2 3/4, 4 2/9. So let us try the second one. We have to find half of 4 2/9. Again, the procedure is we need to convert them into improper fraction and then multiply. What is the improper version of this? 9 4s are 36 and 36 plus 2 is 38. 38/9. So this one is going to reduce to half into 38/9, which is equal to, what you need to do is we need to have the multiplication 38 into 1 and then divide this whole by 9 into 2. Like we have just learned, an easy way to simplify this is to just simplify whichever of them have the common factors and then do the multiplication. So here we can see that 38 and 2 have common factor, that is 2 itself. So this is going to reduce to 19/9. And in the problem, have they asked to express as mixed fraction or improper fraction? You need to check. If it is not specified, then you need to follow the convention given by your teacher. So the answer is 19/9. You can try out the remaining problems one by one. The next question is a statement problem. Vidya and Pratap went for a picnic. Their mother gave them water bottle that contained 5 liters of water. Vidya consumed 2/5 of the water. Pratap consumed the remaining water. The questions are, how much water did Vidya drink? What fraction of the total quantity of water did Pratap drink? To solve this, let us copy down the information given here into our given section. So what is given to us is that the total fraction of water consumed by Vidya was 2/5. In order for us to find the total amount of water that she consumed, we need to use the fraction of operator and multiply with the whole. The whole here is the total amount of water that their mother gave them, which is 5 liters. Observe that whatever is the unit or whatever is the unit of measurement of this whole, you need to carry forward the same to the answer. Because this is just representing a fraction and this does not have any units of its own. So 2/5 into 5, what you need to do is simplify it. You know that you can just cancel out the 5 in the numerator and in the denominator as they are both getting factored out by themselves. So 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, 2 into 1/1 is equal to 2 liters. The total amount of water consumed by Vidya is 2 liters. Now what is the total fraction of water consumed by Pratap? For us to do this, you need not have to convert the 2 liters and you need not have to subtract the 2 liters from 5 liters and then convert it into fraction. You can directly do it where 1 is the whole, subtract 2/5 which is consumed by Vidya. So the answer is 3/5. This is assuming that the total water is emptied by both of them together. So Pratap, he drinks 3/5 of the total water. Since they have given us that Pratap consumed the remaining water, we can say that the fraction of water that Pratap drank is 3/5. Okay students, this is the end of the section exercise 2.2. In the next video, let us start with multiplication of a fraction by a fraction. I will see you all in the next video.